I warmly welcome you all to my channel ABC Academy. Samachir Kalvi, 9th Standard English, Unit 2, Prose 2. The title of the prose is I Can't Climb Trees Anymore, which is written by Ruskin Bond. Let us move to the motivation, or otherwise called as warm-up. Have you ever tried swinging from a tree? Have you ever climbed up a tree to pluck up fruits? Think of other occasions when you have climbed up trees, either near your homes or outside. Share your reasons with the class. Let us see the characters of the story. Narrator, who is the visitor of the story. Little girl, who is the daughter of the new owner of the old house. Narrator's grandmother. Narrator's grandfather. And little girl's parents. Before moving to the prose, we have to learn about the author. Ruskin Bond was born on 19th May 1934. He is an award-winning Indian author of British descent. Descent means the origin. He is much renowned for his role in promoting children's literature in India. Renowned means popular or famous. The Indian Council for Child Education has recognized his role in the growth of children's literature in India. He got the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1992 for his famous work, Our Trees Still Grow in Tehra. He was awarded the Padma Shri in 1999 and Padma Bhushan in 2014. As a prolific writer, he has written over 500 short stories, essays, and novels. Prolific means intellectual writer. His popular novel, The Blue Umbrella, was made into a Hindi film and was awarded the National Film Award for the Best Children's Film in 2007. Let us move to the background of the story. We have a story of Ruskin Bond named I Can't Climb Trees Anymore. The story highlights the importance of childhood days in shaping the characters of a person. It deals with the nostalgic memories of the happy days in the life of a man and his present friendship with a little girl, enabling him to refresh those memories. He knows that many of his friends have moved to other cities for their careers, but he wanted to see his grandmother's bungalow. This is the background of the story, which is written by Ruskin Bond with the end title of I Can't Climb Trees Anymore. Then we enter to the story to know what was happened to the narrator. Let us move to the first paragraph of the story. Read the story given below. Find out why the visitor feels that he can't climb trees anymore. He stood on the grass wedge by the side of the road and looked over the garden wall at the old house. It hadn't changed much. The old house, built with the solid blocks of granite, wasn't altered at all. But there was a new outhouse and there were few trees. He was glad to see that the jackfruit tree still stood at the side of the building, casting its shade on the wall. The explanation of the first paragraph. The author stood on the grass on the side of the road and looked at the old house. The house looked almost the same, and it hadn't changed much. The old house was built with granite, and no changes were made into it. But there were a new outhouse and few trees chopped down. But the author was happy to see the jackfruit tree, which was still there at the side of the building. The tree was casting the shade on the wall. Let us move to the second paragraph of the story. He remembered his grandmother saying, a blessing rests on the house where the shadow of a tree falls. And so, the present owners must also be receiving the tree's blessings. At the spot where he stood, there had once been a turnstile. As a boy, he would swing on it, going round and round until he was quite dizzy. Now the turnstile was gone. The opening walled up. Tall hollyhocks grew on the other side of the wall. The explanation of the second paragraph. The author still remembered whatever his grandmother said. There is a blessing on the house if the shadow of trees falls on the house. So the author is thinking that the present owner is also getting the blessings from the same jackfruit tree. At the place where the author stood was a mechanical gate consisting of revolving horizontal arms fixed to vertical posts, allowing only one person at a time to pass through. And as any young boy, he used to swing on it. He played on it till he was giddy. But now there is no turnstile. That opening was covered with a wall. Tall plants with big flowers had grown on the other side of the wall. Let us see the hard words and its meanings from first two paragraphs. Verge, edge, turnstile, a mechanical gate consisting of revolving horizontal arms fixed to a vertical post, allowing only one person at a time to pass through. Dizzy, giddy, or lacking of energy. Hollyhocks, a tall Eurasian plant of the mallow family with large showy flowers. Then we move to the third paragraph of the story. What are you looking at? It was a disembodied voice at first. Moments later, a girl stood framed between dark red hollyhocks staring at the man. She was only 12 or 13 with lively eyes and long black hair. I am looking at the house. Is it yours? He asked. No, it's my father's. Why? Do you want to buy it? And what does your father do? He is only a colonel. Only a colonel? Well, he should have been a brigadier by now. The man burst out laughing. The explanation of the third paragraph. Suddenly, a voice came up, asking him what he was seeing. It was a distinctive voice. A girl looked at the man from the hollyhocks. She was just 12 or 13 years old, with long black hair and her eyes full of energy. The man asked if the house was that girl's and that he was looking at it. She replied that it was her father's, and if the man wanted to buy it, the man asked what her father does. She replied that he is only a colonel. The man was surprised to hear the words, only a colonel? Why this word only? The girl replied that he should have been a brigadier by then. The man laughed out without control. Let us see the hard words and its meanings from the third paragraph. Disembodied, separated, lively, energetic. Then we move on to the fourth paragraph of the story. It's not funny, she said. Even mummy says he should be a brigadier. It was on the tip of his tongue to make a witty remark. Perhaps that is why he is still a colonel. But he did not want to give offense. They stood on either side of the wall, appraising each other. Do you want to buy it? No, he said. Well, she said, if you don't want to buy the house, what are you looking at? I used to live here 25 years ago as a boy, as a young man, and then my grandmother died, and we sold the house and went away. The explanation of the fourth paragraph. The girl was telling it seriously. She felt it was not funny, and that even Her mother felt that her dad should have been a brigadier by this time. He just wanted to say something but stopped himself from saying as he did not want anyone to be offended. He intended to make fun of the girl's father as he was still a colonel. The man and the girl were on either side of the wall assessing each other. The girl asked again if the man wanted to buy the house. He said no. He doesn't want to buy the house. The girl insisted that if he doesn't want to buy the house, then why was he looking at the place? He told her that he used to stay in that house some 25 years ago when he was a boy and grew up as a young man there. Later, when his grandmother died, they sold the house and went away from there. Let us see the hard words and its meanings from the fourth paragraph. Uprising, judge, witty, funny, colonel, a rank of officer in the army above a lieutenant colonel and below a brigadier. Brigadier, a rank of officer in army above colonel and below major general. Then we move to the recap of today's class. We have seen the first 4 paragraphs of the story with the end title of I Can't Climb Trees Anymore. Through these 4 paragraphs, we can understand that the young man wanted to see his old house after 25 years. And also, we can understand that the love and affection between the young man and his old grandmother, because still he remembered that his grandmother's words about the tree's blessings in the old house, which he used to stay 25 years ago. Then we move on to the question time. Read the statements and find out whether it is true or false. First question. The visitor had hidden a few old coins in the tree. The answer is true. Second question. The jackfruit tree was still there. The answer is true. Third question. As a boy, the visitor used to swing on the turnstile. Answer is true. Fourth question. The visitor had sold the house. The answer is true. Fifth question. A girl came out of the house. The answer is true. Okay students, we will see the remaining paragraphs in the next class. Thank you.